Alright, hey Sirius, here we go. As an updated build, so hopefully it does more damage.
I must have time to gather my will. Obliteration!
What's this? A real challenge? You've finally caught my attention.
My mana is spent.
Die. The others found strength in their projections. They became reliant. Die.
And that's it. That's it here. Really fast, super clean, and pretty efficient, I'd say. Unfortunately, I didn't really drop anything good. And even the roll on this is low. I'm actually going to build another character soon. This is going to be a my bosser. I've done Maven on this, although not Deathless, because I'm not used to the fight yet. Especially the memory phases, I'm not too sure about like what to do. So yeah, but for Sirus, I kind of know everything he has to offer. It's just paid mainly in DPS and not dodging and shit. And it seems to me that everything is fine. DPS is really good. So let's go run again as to how this build works. You would go Battle Mage when you first start out as a leveling, when you level with this, because it gives you the most DPS boost. And then you run down Righteous Providence and then Inevitable Judgment. And eventually, when you do get your Will Ebb, you will get Augury of Penitence. Right? Eventually, when you get high enough mana, Battle Mage doesn't add as much flat as it does for Archmage, so it doesn't really matter if you have this or not. You can remove this entirely, and then you go to Sanctuary. Right? After you go to Sanctuary, once you get a Bottle of Faith, or you start using Zealotry, Watcher's Eye, and Zealotry as well, then you can spec out an Augury and go into Pious Path. Right, so it will look like this late game. When it comes to stats for BV, you want as much crit chance and crit damage as possible. How do you do that? One, you have strength. Right, every point of strength, which is probably going to be our lowest, is going to give you effectively 1% crit. So as you can see here, Righteous Providence is 1% increased critical strike chance per point of strength or intelligence, whichever is lower. I have a 230% crit chance from this node alone. Then I go into staffs as well, and staffs is great because when you access staffs from Templar, you get a lot of block nodes. So these are all block nodes. and you get a lot of crit chance and crit damage nodes, crit multi nodes. So you also get spell crit, spell multi, and more staff crit, staff multi nodes, related nodes here. You have another block nodes, another set of block nodes here, and another set of block nodes here. You can opt to go into the crit chance here early, but I would suggest specking out a bit late once you have enough jewels, especially jewels that give you crit multi, mana regeneration, max mana, max HP, or spell damage. In this section, if you can afford it, unnatural, don't get this one, by the way. It's really expensive. The only reason why I have it is because I don't know, it was an impulse buy. But so you would just want to have a Watcher's an Unnatural Instinct here, because that gives you all the mana nodes, as well as the AoE nodes, as well as the skill duration nodes here. So for BV, what you're trying to scale is you're trying to scale crit and crit multi, because crit and crit multi give you Inevitable Judgment, which means that you don't have to scale into elemental penetration or max resistance reduction. You don't really care about your opponent. You don't really care about the mob's resistances, because once you crit, you just bypass everything. So scaling crit is important, which means you want to go for something like a Diamond Flask with increased critical chance. And obviously a Bottle of Faith will help as well because of the extra crit. So yeah, mostly if you look at the tree, it's block, mana, health, crit chance, crit damage, duration, and AoE. Why AoE and duration? So when you look at AoE especially, if you are able to run a concentrated effect support with a reasonable amount of AoE, a reasonable size, it helps with your bossing a lot, because concentrated effect adds quite a bit of damage, quite a bit more damage. And when you want to do, let's say, maps, you swap to increased area of effect, and it looks like this. It's pretty huge, right? Also clear maps pretty easily. When it comes to chest, and when it comes to stuff, you always want to use a Pledge of Hands, 6 link, unfortunately. I'm not sure how expensive it is right now. I bought it and I 6 linked it myself. But yeah, if you want to go for chest armor, Cloak of Defiance will go well, but if you know how to do harvest crafting and you're able to farm harvest pretty fast, I would suggest that you buy an Astral Plate base. These 6 link bases cost about 60 chaos, not too expensive. And what you do is you start crafting them by just slamming them with like normal rare reroll kind of rare chaos roll kind of stuff. So what I did was like I spam caster rerolls for rares or life, and I got something similar to this. So what I got was life, recover mana, and 10% damage taken from mana, right? And then with caster Augural, you get spell critical strike chance, right? And then you can just add and remove until you get the tier 1 version of it. I think the next step for me is to figure out how to get in more chaos or fire res onto this chest, and then I can drop it off from other stuff. For the rest of your gear, you want to go Prophet Crown. Crown NOI is really good as long as you're scaling a lot of mana and health, because the transfiguration of soul and body, or body and mind. And yeah, when it comes to rings, you will definitely be using a dream fragments as long as possible until you can get Pious Path. Before Pious Path, dream fragments are a must. You don't want to get it frozen. It makes your mapping harder. And once you are able to swap out dream fragments, you can try to go for a Call of Brotherhood, which helps you convert some of your lightning damage to cold. Allows you to freeze freeze mobs while mapping. Helps your mapping a lot. Makes it a lot easier. When it comes to Amulet, suggest getting a Anointed Talisman. Look for one that has good stats. Mostly resistances, mana, life, and crit multi. Yeah. As usual, Omeyaken is really amazing for any mana based build, because even though it gives you mana degen, it gives you max mana, it gives you movement speed and onslaught. So this effectively gives you like 50% movement speed, increased movement speed, and 20% cast and attack speed. And I think that's great. Yeah. So all in all, this is how kind of the build works. If you want to ask any questions, you have any queries, you don't really know how things go, do ask me. Just type a question on YouTube and I'll get back to you on that. Oh no, yeah, that's pretty much it. I will be working on another build next. The other build will be a caster damage taken, hungry. What was it called again? It's gonna be a caster damage taken loop, relying on hardbound loot as well as anomalous summon skeletons with the 2 dust jewels. And I will be actually using a bow of it. I was considering using iron points, but I actually decided against it. I'm now using a bow. I'm going to 6-link this. It's already 6-linked. I have +1 Soccer Gems on it. I just need a multi-mod. I'll get rid of the lightning by removing lightning. And then I'll multi-mod this and add... I might remove the poison as well. We'll see. Yeah. So I'll multi-mod this and add in a whole bunch of other stuff. And probably go a Pathfinder that... Caster damage Pathfinder that goes into elemental damage for BV and... No, not BV. Blade 4 and Blade Blast. Right? And I'll try to find a way to do an automatic loop on this. And we'll see how it goes. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll see you around. If the next build works pretty well, I will do a video on it and build guide as well. But for now, yeah, my league starter is kind of done. I don't think I can improve this Inquisitor any much more, unless I want to dump in a lot of exalts, like buy a hit hunter or something. But I think the way it is right now, it's super fast mapper. It does bossing. I've done Katarina on this. I've done Maven on this. There's not much I haven't done yet. Oh, I've done Shaper and Elder on this as well. Yeah, I haven't done Uber Elder yet because I haven't gotten all the keys. But I'm pretty sure this will do fine. Even the one that has Maven Witness. So it's just maybe not making too many mistakes. Yeah. So yeah, things to look out for as a new player. I think if you spam Haywork Hamlets and you know how to sustain your maps, Harvest is going to be helping you a lot to get the gear you want. And if you do roll something that's good, you can always sell it off, and then you can buy other stuff. Valdo's Rest is pretty nice as well because of the Harbingers. They drop quite a bit of shards. I think I get Exalt shards pretty easily. I get Ancient shards pretty easily. You can sell those off quite well as well. Yeah. Yep, that's pretty much it. All the best. See you guys. Peace.